Hi everybody and welcome to Spirit and the City. My name's Christina and today we're doing a full moon in Virgo reading from my front garden. Now excuse any background noise and the bad lighting. Well, it's not bad, it's the sun, it's the perfect lighting. But as you can see, I'm in shade under the tree. So the message I'm getting from this is that things don't have to be perfect, which we would expect from the Virgo energy. Virgo is very much about things being absolutely perfect. And with that full moon energy, you know, this is in contrast to that, because if I was running with the Virgo energy, I'd be inside in the studio with the ring light and everything would be perfect. And clearly it's not meant to be. What it's meant to be today is real. Things need to be real. And I'm going to do, look, we'll have interruptions. People will go by, cars. I hope the sound is going to be okay. I've got my microphone. So let's see how we go. It's a bit of a test run, right? Because I just love being outdoors for these messages. We're going to pull a few cards to help us navigate this tumultuous full moon in Virgo. A little bit of advice from the universe, from Father God, from our angels, our ancestors, and Mother Nature. Four of Wands. Oh, lovely. Excuse me while I get the hang of this studio space. The Four of Wands speaks to us of happy homes, and this is where I am. I'm in the front garden of my very happy home, and it's encouraging you as well to experience that, to be free. Like if you look at them, it's the epitome of freedom. You know, look at her. She's throwing her arms up with abandon. She's got the tambourine. They're dancing, they're celebrating, and they're not letting the madness of the world get to them. I think it's fair to say that the world has gone a little bit mad lately. I won't mention the specific reasons why. You know why. We don't want to go to, I heard we don't want to stoop to that level in this reading. We really want to bring out that exuberance of carefreeness and freedom and not being caught up in the fear. Key message number one, do not get caught up in the fear. I love that. And often I'll say things are easier said than done. In this case, it's not. It's easy. Don't buy into it. Don't buy into the media bullshit. Don't buy into the fear mongering. Take a deep breath. I've got Lola and Teddy, the dogs, are having a nice time on the path, sunning themselves. You know, animals are great in these instances. They're a very good measure of how to live in a pure energy. They always bring us back down to earth, don't they, with their unconditional love. Ace of Pentacles. I love that. I love how that ace is in their hands, and it's very earthy, that Ace of Pentacles, with the roots coming through in the ground. And actually, as I'm sitting here filming, you can't see my feet, but I don't have any shoes on. They're bare feet, they're on the grass. I'm very, very grounded. Let's move that music, it might be a bit loud. I'm really super grounded at the moment with this reading, and that's what it's calling for at the moment. The other message, apart from the obvious, don't buy into the fear, is remain grounded. Do what you need to do to ground yourself. Feet on the grass, saltwater baths, washing your hands, you know, the obvious things that we shouldn't need to be told to do. But extra grounding is required at the moment. And for some, I'm feeling too, things that help you, like sage in your house. And I'm getting essential oils for people, something very grounding like frankincense, anything earthy, anything that's like a herb, like a rosemary smell, something that can really put you into a position of feeling peaceful, calm, secure, sitting there totally at peace with yourself, because you're not buying into the fear and you're doing what you need to do from a physical level to look after yourself. So that's what that is. It's like, do what you need to do from a very physical perspective to look after yourself. And the full moon is going to help you look after yourself from the energetic level, and we'll get to that. Five of Wands. Look at that conflict there. That's everybody else doing the crazy dance around you. This is when you go out into the world. You go to work, you go to the supermarket. Let's not even touch on that subject. And everybody's going nuts around you. Everybody's doing, I'm calling it the crazy dance. That's what came to mind with that. Just stay away from it. Don't buy into it. And if you have to partake in that dance, do it in your own way, I'm being told. Don't do it the way everybody else is doing it. Doing it in a really unique fashion that's healthy for you. Interesting. Let's see what comes up for us specifically energetically. Stay away from the crazies. Two of Swords, yeah, okay. This is a very mental card. And as you can see, I will take a moment to look. She's conflicted. And I'm understanding now what that means for us. We're conflicted because on the one hand, we've got the media and the news and everybody telling us to be scared and to stock up on supplies and to do this and that. But on the other side, our higher self side knows that it's unnecessary. Our higher self up here, the bigger picture of us, this part of our soul that knows who we are, knows that that's not necessary. And when you're doing your grounding practices, including meditation, for example, imagine what it's like to picture yourself in a completely serene, healthy space. You won't feel this energy of, the Two of Swords, anxiety. Yeah, oh, beautiful. Just as I'm talking about meditation and imagining yourself in that space, check out that Magician. Absolutely. This is the energy that we want to be in at the moment. We want to be the magician in our own life. And you can see they're sitting there. They're sitting there using energy with their hands. They're creating it. So one thing I've been doing, I've found myself just intuitively, naturally coming to do this lately. Let's do it together. Rub your hands together. Take a deep breath. Rub your hands together. And then pull them apart slowly. To feel the energy. Do it a few times. You'll feel the heat naturally that comes from the rubbing, but you'll feel as you pull your hands apart slowly, you'll feel that energy ball in between your hands. And once you've built up that energy ball and you imagine it in your third eye, in your mind's eye, to be a big golden ball of energy, you can then bathe yourself in it. Like run it through your whole body so that energetically you're cleansed. Because we spoke earlier about the physical side, and this is a really important energetic side. Let's show that again to see what it means particularly for you. Let's hold that up. What do you get from that? I love that. It's creating your own energy healing medicine. And knowing with the infinity symbol on his little hoodie there, knowing that you are an eternal human spirit and that you are a lot grander and a lot bigger and have a lot more power than just your physical aspect. So let's tap into that. Let's for a moment, put aside the physical aspect of who we are, because we're taking care of that. We know what to do already. We know to wash our hands. We know to eat well. We know to exercise. We know to get good sleep. We know to take vitamins, in particular vitamin C and D3 at this point in time. So we know all that. Just get on with it and do it. But the focus needs to be on your mental and energetic selves. Creating our own energy medicine is what I heard. Yeah. And from a very, practical point of view, get out there, do the physical things that you love. Because when you raise yourself above the fear and you focus on your heart and soul and all the energetic aspects, what you're doing with the Eight of Cups is you're taking yourself away from the crazy dance, away from the drama. Take yourself away from this, and it is as easy as walking away from it. You don't have to stay in a group of people talking about rubbish and talking about negative stuff and fear-mongering. You literally can just do her. Walk away. Brilliant. Spending time alone is really important at the moment as well. What I get from that Three of Wands, like just going to the beach if you can, sitting there, going for a surf, going for a walk, going for a swim, doing things that are great for your soul is what's going to really help you get through this tumultuous time. Breathe. I just realized I wasn't breathing correctly then, and it's a message for all of us just to stop for a moment and take some really deep breaths down here and shake out the stress. You know, most of us, obviously I'm in a busy city environment. There's cars going by all the time. There's people walking past. Life's busy, life's hectic, and it's really important, even in this environment, to take the moment to put your feet in the grass and to breathe and just to admire the puppies sunning themselves. Page of Wands, yeah, fabulous. Similar to the Four of Wands that we started off with, there's a lot of throwing our freedom, throwing our energy, making it big and expansive, because if we keep it small and scared and tight and tired and frustrated within our own bodies, that's when our immune system lowers and we're able to get sick easier. If we're expanding our energy with the and just, you know, with abandonment, do something that really is physically exhausting you so that you're throwing your energy out there. Even if it is as simple as doing this. It's probably some ancient Tai Chi sort of type movement that I don't even know. I'm just doing it naturally, what I'm feeling. Like, do what feels right for you. Just do some weird shit in the privacy of your own home. Like, whatever feels good to think, expand, think big, think energetic, think powerful, whatever makes you feel like that. If that's standing up and you want your spine nice and straight, if that's like doing a little prayer in prayer pose, doing the anatomical man pose, whatever it is for you, go for it, do it, bring it into your life so that you're combining the physical and the emotional and the energetic aspects. So we'll get to the emotional because that's the first time in this reading that it's come up. Okay, universe, what do our gorgeous peeps need to know? Sorry, a lot of distractions outside. And that's what this whole thing is, all the stuff, all the fear at the moment. It's a distraction from you and your soul and your purpose. Let's stay as on point, as on focus as we can without the distractions. So emotionally, what can we learn emotionally? And then we need to get to the full moon because that's the whole point of this reading. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked. Distracted perhaps? Emotionally, oh, this is sweet. This is beautiful. The Temperance, look at that. The Temperance card is traditionally one of healing. So when we're asking what can we learn emotionally and we get the healing card, wow. And here we've got him with the two orbs, the two energies. That could even actually be, it looks in this particular deck like the sun and the moon, doesn't it? It is, I've never noticed that before. Okay, so here we are on a full moon in Virgo, asking the universe to guide us on how we can heal ourselves emotionally, and this is what we get. We want balance. We want to balance our emotions so that we're not lost in chaos and fear, or we're not lost in a deluded, fancy, like fantasyful, is that even a word, fairyland where there are no problems. We don't want to be in daydream land where it's all unicorns and rainbows and fluffy bunnies and everything's okay and we're actually ignoring the reality of the fact that there are problems. We want to be balanced between the two. Being aware that things are going on in the world, and also being aware that you have so much power and control over how you respond to them and how you actually create your own space for yourself energetically around you. It really is a delicate balancing act between being in the world and being yourself, being in your own world, where everything's fine. So, full moon, hey? Full moon. What have we got jumping out for us from this other deck? Four of Cups. Four of Cups is traditionally a card of boredom. But what that's telling me is that with all the crazy going on in the world around you, perhaps a little bit of boredom at this point in time is not a bad thing. Just to go and sit out under a tree and just sit. Just look at him. This is a really positive spin on what is normally quite a negative card. The positive spin on that is, you know, when everyone else is driving me nuts, perhaps I can just go and sit under a tree like this and go, nah, not doing it, not buying into it, not getting involved, just leave me alone for a while. A very Virgo energy as well, the full moon that we're talking about, because in the tarot, the Virgo energy is the Hermit card. And so that's Hermit energy that's going, you know what? You're all gone mad. I'm just going to take myself off and sit under a tree for a while and relax. I'm going to go in my room and read a book. Just going to go and take the dog for a walk. I'm not going to worry about things being perfect, like the shadows on my face and the crazy lighting with the sun. I'm not going to worry about any of that. I'm going to take myself away so that I can spend some time alone with me, my higher self and my soul and my inner child, all those different aspects of self. I'm just going to take some time alone to talk to them and see how they're doing, to check in with myself. I'm hearing for us. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I today? You know, inner child, are you okay? Higher self that knows what's best for all of us. What would you have us do today? Yeah, sweet. Okay, very clear message. The outside world wants to enslave you, wants to trap you into feeling that you have no power. It goes against everything we've just been talking about. Having power over our own emotional balance, over our own emotional energy body. You know, the outside world doesn't want you to know. I feel like I'm whispering now. It's like it's a secret. Okay, secret. Let's get the microphone up. This is a secret that the outside world does not want you to know. You are powerful beyond measure. You are powerful beyond measure. Don't you love my microphone? It's not making light of that message. That's the message that's come through for us on the full moon. You people out there, everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. You are powerful beyond measure, and don't give that away to people, to corporations, to governments, to anybody outside of yourself. It really is an important time now just to take time alone to know who you are and what you believe in. Ask yourself, what do I believe in? And if you can't answer that, now's a very good time to work on it. What do I believe in? Excuse me for shaking, banging the table. I was getting animated there. It's like, what do I believe in and why? And that's what's going to protect you. Knowing who you are and knowing what you believe in is going to protect you from these outside devil type influences that are there to bound you and tie you up and make you scared. Oh, okay. This is too priceless. Couldn't script it if you tried. I love this. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is the antidote, I'm hearing, to that devil energy. Your own internal High Priestess. See how she sits there balanced, completely balanced. Oops, sorry, can you see that? Yeah, Teddy agrees. She sits there completely balanced. Okay, I just paused it in for a minute because we had a big interruption. So, and I'm just feeling, man, it's getting really hot here under the sun. Whew. Ever since I pulled that devil card, the heat's turned up, right? So this is our antidote. This is our cure for this madness, is the High Priestess. She sits there in the middle, calm, cool, collected. She's very knowledgeable, so she doesn't let her emotions run away with her. She studies the facts. She looks at the information. She makes very clear, concise decisions. She is the energy that we can all embody right now. So whenever things get too much for you, a really good mantra for you is to go, I am the High Priestess. And this applies to men as well. It's an energy, it's not gender specific. I am the High Priestess is our mantra. Extremely appropriate for the madness in the world at the moment, and extremely appropriate for our full moon energy. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. And with your full moon tonight, go out there and do your under the full moon. Release the stress, the anxiety, the pressure, the depression. Release it all. You don't need to carry it within you, because the universe loves you and wants you to feel free. And I love you too. Bye.